Greetings and welcome to Sonic Weekly Podcast, the show where we talk about Sonic with friends. My name is Bo. I'm in for Grant at the controls again this week, and I'm happy to be talking about Sonic with my friend, the star of our show. It's David the Lurker. David, are you ready to talk about Sonic and Sega and Pac-Man and the Crow?
Whoa! Hi, Bo. Yes, I am ready to talk about all those things and more. That's right. We are coming to you live from not Gamescom. We are not there. I guess our invite must have got lost in the mail for some reason. I think Geoff Keighley, I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Jeff Keighley.
No, that's what I said. Geoff Keighley. He put
my friend calls him Geoff Knightley. It's really funny.
Yeah, Jeff Keighley. He put our invitations in the mail, physical mail, and I think it just got lost.
He was too busy. He was too busy with the ignoring the layoffs in the tech industry to see it. Unfortunately,
right. So we right there is another voice. That's not Bo with a voice filter. Although maybe it is.
It is actually. I am Bo. I've taken over.
My name label, which the listeners can't see, is Grant. Patrick, our guest, is pretending to be me. It's Bedlam here. Patrick, all the way from the Sega Saturn SHIRO website and the SHIRO show. Welcome to Sonic Weekly. You are the completion of the Sega Saturn SHIRO takeover of this podcast. We've had Saturn Dave, we've had Dan Thrax, and you're rounding it out. Welcome.
Saving the best for last, baby. Oh,
this is the trilogy. So you are the Return of the Jedi, King. Return of the King.
Hey, it's Return of the Jedi. There's Return of the Jedi. It's not the Return of the King. It's Return of the Jedi.
Right.
That's the one I would pick.
Right, Clerk's quote.
Right. I would pick. Yeah. Well, I've always been more of a Star Wars guy. I don't know if I've ever admitted on this podcast. Like, I've read 2.5 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I never finished Return of the King.
I'm right with you. I can't get through it once they start with the songs and the elves. I just cannot. Come at me.
Oh boy, is that non-extended or extended editions?
Oh, I was talking about the books, the movies.
Oh, the books. Yeah, I think there's extended books.
There's so much of the stuff.
There are a lot of, because after Tolkien, however you say his last, when he died, and then his son, took over the estate, they started publishing. Like, first they put together the Silmarillion. I don't know why I know this stuff, because I don't read these books. You're right. They put together the Silmarillion, which of course was just a very small version of what J.R.R. Tolkien had intended the Silmarillion to be. Then they started publishing all sorts of things, earlier drafts of the Lord of the Rings, the original concepts of what that universe was meant to be. Like the original draft is like a guy from modern times he's flung back in time to the world of what eventually becomes Middle Earth. Like it's a very different, like it is slightly different, but then so it's just a bunch of drafts, short stories, poems, everything, the world building, everything that he ever wrote has been printed and people have read it. And I'm sure some of it contradicts itself because some of it is just earlier drafts and it doesn't, but some of it is what was meant to be in the original Silmarillion, which didn't make it into the final version. None of this matters.
You really do know a lot of it.
Yeah, I know a lot about something I don't. I'm not interested in.
I watched the movie. I wasn't a fan of it. I don't know. I don't think Ralph Bakshi did a really great job on it, but no, that's just me. Was there anything after that, or I only watched the Ralph Bakshi one and the.
There were two there were 2 made-for-TV movies.
Okay, yeah, I figured
that were by. Oh God, who is it? Was it Filmation? I don't know if that's right. There was a Return of the King and there was a Hobbit animated, and sometimes you see those in box sets as like, here's the animated trilogy, even though the other 2 have nothing to do with Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, no. So I have no idea what people seeing it. I watch. I mean, I like Ralph Bakshi, Fritz the Cat's, one of my favorite movies of all time. So, so I think that maybe it might be a little bit overrated, but I mean, I don't know. I guess there are a lot of Bakshi fans in the Lord of the Rings universe. I have no idea.
Listeners, write into the show. Let us know what you think about that topic. We're gonna
let us know. Are you guys Bakshi fans? Bakshi heads? I don't know what the
I think that's what
terminology
they call
is.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're here to ask, before we get into the Sonic news of it all, we're going to ask Patrick, what is your relationship with Sonic? What's your past? What's your present? Do you expect there to be a future with you and the Blue Blur?
Ooh, so this is going to be interesting. I just want to preface this by saying that this is not like I'm being obscure thing. This is legit 100%, to my knowledge, my Sonic experience. So I just want to put that disclaimer right there. So I started out playing Sonic. Actually, with Sega, I got the Sega Pico.
Oh, wow.
And I played that for a little bit.
Huh.
That was my first console of all time. So
Tales in the Music Maker?
No, Richard Scarry's Adventure in was a Busy Town?
Busy Town.
Yeah.
Richard's
the goat game.
That's where you started.
That's where I started.
What a curious thing.
Richard Scarry in Busy Town, one of the best stories of all time. Love Richard Scarry. Go. I'm a scary head, boxy head scary. No. But anyways, I played that for a little bit, and my my mom's friend was getting rid of another console, and was like, "Hey, we're getting rid of this." The kid didn't really play it. He got the Nintendo or Super Nintendo. Do you want to buy this like for cheap? It's like, yeah, sure. I think Patrick will love it. So I got it, and it was a Sega Game Gear with Sonic 2.
Yeah, that was my first Sonic game.
That was my first handheld, Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. Very good game. I enjoyed it a lot. Music's pretty solid. I was pretty bad at it, so
many such cases.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible. I thought I was bad at the game, but then I learned it was Game Gear, so
it's actually just nearly impossible. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, so it was a hard one. So then the actual console Sonic I actually played was the first one was Sonic Schoolhouse for the PC.
Yeah.
Right. So you're still circling. You haven't touched. Right. You haven't touched the Genesis. Right. Yeah. So wow.
I've never touched the Genesis until like after like 2000.
Wow.
Well, I actually own it. I played it, but I didn't own it.
So you got Schoolhouse. You weren't like, oh, look, there's Sonic CD or Sonic R or even I mean Bug.
Oh, I got Sonic R on the PC later with a Sonic 3 PC collection. I booted up Sonic R. I played it for like 5 seconds, and I was like, no.
Was it the music or the controls?
It was pretty bad. I played it for 5 seconds. I was like, no. And then I went back to Sonic 3 on PC.
What did you use as a controller? If it's on the PC keyboard. In the 90s. Well,
a keyboard.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I think that was your first issue. You can't play Sonic R on a keyboard.
Well, I mean, I can't play Sonic R, period.
Yeah, when I first played Sonic CD, it was with the PC version on the keyboard, but I can't do the directional pad with my right hand. Just like I got to do left, so I'm like crossing my hands to play the thing. And
yeah,
it was a difficult experience.
What a wild time!
I wish I was making this up for like comedy purposes, but this literally is my Sonic saga. Oh, I did play Sonic. I think it was 2 or 3 at like this. I went to Cancun. And I played it at like this little kids corner thing while my parents are out drinking somewhere in Cancun, Mexico. So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Sonic 3 was pretty fun for what I played on Genesis with like the couple like hour or two I played it.
Oh.
That was kind of the first experience. The first actual Sonic like game I really owned was Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really predisposed as much to the 2D Sonic. I was more a fan of the 3D Sonic growing up. So playing like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I played Sonic Shuffle for 5 minutes and I had said no after that because it was dog shit bad.
That was the first one I didn't finish.
Oh.
Yeah, not a good one. Didn't like Sonic Shuffle at all. I went back to Mario Party immediately. I guess present Sonic. I guess right now it's nothing. I really haven't played a Sonic game since Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox 360, I think.
Oh, okay.
That was the last one I played, and then I kind of want to play the new ones that are coming out, but I haven't had a chance to try them. I kind of really enjoyed. I guess it's a lie. I kind of played Sonic Extreme, the racing one, the Sonic Transformed racing. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that one's great.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did play Sonic. I played when I went to E3. I played the Sonic Supersonic racing game, and it was all right. I got a selfie with Sonic, so that was kind of cool.
This is the most recent one, the Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, it was at E3. I think it was like 18. I think I played it, or 17, whenever that came out.
Yeah.
When was the last E3?
The last one I went to was 18. The last actual physical one was 19.
Okay, yeah.
The last one I actually went to was, I think, 21. That was online when it happened.
Oh.
I also did Gamescom last year. Speaking of Gamescom, so that was kind of fun.
Oh, why aren't you there now? You could be on the ground. You could be interviewing Geoffrey right now and asking him about all of his life.
I'm moving house right now. As you could see, these shelves behind me are pretty barren. There used to be games on there, but I've moving house with my girlfriend, and it's kind of busy. So I was like, no, I can't make it to Gamescom this year because I'm moving my entire house. So next year, I'm hoping I'll make it out. I speak fluent German, so I'm excited. I guess semi-fluently, so that helps me out a lot there. And then, but it was pretty fun. We covered it actually last year for Shiro. We did some interviews with the guy that did the Rainbow Cotton and the fan version of Burning Rangers.
Oh yeah, Andreas.
Yeah, Andreas Scholl. So I did an interview on that. It's on the podcast for Editor's Corner. But yeah, no, we had a really good time there. It was really just me that went and a bunch of German Shiro fans. So it was a lot of fun. Practice my German. I do want to let people know, if they haven't spoken another language and aren't like proficient at it, it is really tiring speaking it for 8 hours a day. Sorry, 12 hours a day for a week straight. It fatigues you a lot. So just a fun little tidbit on that.
I heard people that are fluent in multiple languages sometimes have different personalities in the different language. Is that describe you? Are you like quiet and reserved in German?
I kind of speak more monotonous than I usually do. It's like, my name is ich bin Patrick, and yeah, I try to do like a more monotone voice when I talk. Even it's more than my usual one, I guess. So it's like more monotonous Patrick. So if you guys like that, just talk to me in German. It'll be a fun time. And like I said, I'm semi-fluent. There's still stuff that trips me up, especially if you're speaking really fast, which is a lot, and I have a severe accent. It's like, you gotta repeat that sentence, buddy. I didn't hear a single word you said. But I can talk anime, so that works.
Do you know German because like you just had an interest in it in school, or is your family German? And that so it just sort of
my family is 0% German. I learned it in
0%.
Basically, yeah, 0. Basically in school, it pretty much was like, okay, you can learn 3 languages: Spanish, French, or German. And I was like, well, I know living in Arizona, Spanish probably is going to be the best option. I don't want to learn French, and so the only other option for me is German. So I learned German. I was a fan of a lot of German bands like Die Totenhosen and Die Ärzte, which are 2 pretty big German bands. So I listened to a lot of that online. I had a couple of German friends that sent me it, so I was a big fan of like that music. So I listened to a lot of that, and that really got me more into the language and made me motivate. And I just kept speaking it. And yeah, I don't get to practice it quite a lot until I go to like Germany or Switzerland or Austria. But it's fun to speak. I like it. I like speaking the language. It's fun, and I get to read stuff in German, so that's kind of fun. And they're the only country I know that's bigger fan of Detective Conan than the U.S. and Japan. So I'm happy about that. German fans keep me. I'm a big fan of Detective Conan. I got a tattoo of the show on my shoulder, so
oh wow,
I love that show so much.
Listeners can't see it, but he's shown it to us. He's speaking the truth.
Yeah, right. I just took off my shirt. I'm shirtless now.
Right. It's a
just full. Making very uncomfortable.
It's a full piece. It starts from your left shoulder, goes all the way down your chest, down your back.
Exactly. It's like a Yakuza tattoo. Just like Yakuza styling. Yeah. I take my Detective Conan seriously. I go big or go home.
So we went, all the way from Pico to Germany to Detective Conan.
Right.
I think that is our transition point to the news. What is going on in the world that's new, David?
Today.
That's right. I'm cracking open, as always. We're logging on to sonicstadium.org. They don't know we exist, of course, but we use them as our primary news source.
I used those a lot back in the day to get Sonic music.
Right. And right, I guess, there's the two big stories. Let's start. Why don't we start with what's happening right now? We're in Germany. We're in Gamescom. What's happening? Everyone can't stop talking about. That's right, Pabsy 4D. I mean, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. That's right. There's been a lot of Crossworlds news coming out. I guess the biggest one, it was announced. Hey, Sonic the Hedgehog, you like Sonic. Pac-Man, I think you like Pac-Man too. Well, they're going to cross over. That's right. We're getting Pac-Man, and how many of the ghosts? I don't know. Is it all of them? Is it some of them? Guess what? They're racing, and there's going to be Sonic content in Pac-Man World, Pac-Man World 2 Repacked.
I think that's right.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Isn't that the remake? There's on the GameCube, right? Pac-Man World?
Yes. The second one was in the GameCube, PS2, right? Like, it was that generation of consoles. So they're remaking it because they remade the first one a little bit ago.
Oh, nice.
They're like, okay, people bought it. We're remaking the second one. And this time, there's some Sonic the Hedgehog DLC, which means you get to be Pac-Man in Generations Green Hill Zone.
That's what's confusing to me. So it makes sense to me. Okay, Pac-Man is racing in Crossworlds. Got it. I understand that model. What I don't understand is they remade the Green Hill Zone in the Pac-Man engine, and Pac-Man is playing Green Hill Zone. What?
I don't. It does seem a little strange because it's not like a new area or a Pac-Man level that's shaped like Sonic. It's literally just seems to be Generations.
Yeah,
like they just took the level from Generations or something like that.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, like same loops, the same like it all seems to be the same. We only see it for a couple seconds because the trailer, it's like, oh, we got to do a lot of stuff. We got to show Sonic and Pac-Man posing together. We got to remind you to buy Pac-Man. This is the world of cross company synergy. Everyone loves synergy. Let's see. So, what are the ghosts?
Like something Michael Scott would say.
Right. There's Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Right. So there's red, blue, and pink. Okay. I don't know if all of them are there or it's just them.
There's 4 of them. I think that's 4 of them in Pac-Man last time I played it.
Well, yes, there's the 4 ghosts. I was looking at the screenshots to see.
Did they sort out the Ms. Pac-Man situation, or are we still on Pac-Mom?
Yeah, no, we're still Miss Pac-Man's still up in At Games Purgatory. That's what she's in, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe they'll.
I want Miss Pac-Man back
someday. Has Sega done crossovers with Namco before, or is this breaking new ground?
I mean, technically, if you want to be a Smash Brothers, I guess, if you want to be really technical,
right?
Smash Brothers, that is where everything meets, really.
Yes. Once upon a time, wasn't Sega supposed to buy Namco, or Namco was supposed to buy Sega? That didn't happen, but there were talks back when everyone was supposed to buy Sega.
Yeah, I was gonna, who wasn't going to buy Sega? Like, right, I was in the running there for a little bit.
Apparently, Nintendo was supposed to do it. Xbox. There's been so many rumors.
Right. There was also a Sonic Pac-Man crossover in Sonic Dash.
Oh boy,
a while ago. So it's not the first time Pac-Man has been in a Sonic game, even, but this is a first time he's been in a racer with Sonic. I'm trying to think if there's been any other Namco. I mean, Sega and Namco they've worked together before in the past, right? Didn't they?
Yeah, Soul Calibur was exclusive on Dreamcast, and
that's true. Right? Didn't they work together in the arcade?
They teamed together for that triangle system.
Yeah, the Triforce
arcade hardware.
The Triforce, yeah.
Yeah. So there's been some. There's definitely been previous engagements. But this one is just full out there. Sonic and Pac-Man in both. Oh, right, because when Pac-Man was in Sonic Dash, there was also a Sonic level in the mobile version of regular Pac-Man, which existed at the time, which no longer exists. Sorry, you can't play it. Yep, it was a rip. I am ripping, but we also saw some new stages. What do we got? White Space from Sonic X Shadow Generations. We've seen a bunch of bits from Superstar, North Star Islands from Superstars. So Bridge Island, Press Factory, Sky Temple. You can see them.
They look nice. They look nice
Yeah.
in Superstars.
Yeah, I mean, they look. I guess they look how they're meant to be.
It's the same assets, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. Were there other levels that? There's just a lot of cross worlds.
I'm just like, can we put this game out now? I'm tired of being marketed at. I'm ready to buy. I've got my pre-order in. Just deliver to me.
Did they have a release date for it yet for that game?
I think it's the 25th of next month.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. It's coming out soon, isn't it?
We're recording this in August of 2025 for the listeners in the far future.
There was another trailer that is longer, but also has Pac-Man at the end. You get to hear Shadow, you get to hear Jet, you get to hear SBO. And there was a press release. Woo! What's in the press release? Let me read the summation of the press release from Sonic Stadium. Grand Prix, split screen offline multiplayer, world match, ranked mode where you test your skills against other players. Yes, okay. Friend match, fully customizable online mode with 11 other players. Custom match is an offline version of that, and then Race Park, a party mode which can be played online or offline, allowing you to change up the rules and compete in 6 different race formats.
Sounds like a racing game.
Yeah.
You know, I realize how nuts it is. There's going to be 3 different racing games that are coming out this year that are like spin-off games. There's the Mario World Tour. There's gonna be Kirby Air Riders, and then now the Sonic Cross Worlds.
That's right.
That's going to be and it's all coming out this year. Like, it's like nuts. It's like, geez, if you guys are fans of racing spin-off racing games, this is your year 2025.
Kids can't get enough kart racers. I wonder which year actually did have the most kart racers, because if you look at like the PlayStation, you've got like Nicktoons kart racer, you've got
Crash.
Crash, you've got Mega Man had a racer.
Everybody
Disney had
South Park racer.
Yeah. Somebody crunch those numbers and let us know. Peak kart racer year.
Yeah.
Is it 2025? Is it 1998? What's the answer?
Was it the year that the Shrek one came out?
That's true.
That one's the GOAT one.
That's a good one, right? So Patrick, you said, you haven't played a Sonic game since Unleashed / I guess All Stars Racing Transformed. Does Crossworlds excite you? Are you going to get on there day one? Are you going to get the digital deluxe and play it 3 days early?
I don't know, to be honest. I think I'm going to be busy with Kirby Air Riders. I'm also a big Kirby fan. So I definitely want to check it out. It has a lot of like extra racers. Like they have the Dama Dene guy. They got Joker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool. So it looks interesting. I definitely want to keep an eye out on it. I'm not really the biggest kart racer guy, to be honest, because I play Mario Kart and it makes me want to punch babies in the face. So Mario Kart just frustrates me a lot. But I definitely want to check it out. It looks interesting. Like if Sega can like throw me a code, I'll play the game. I'll talk about it on Shiro. Maybe I'll just do it for Shiro.
Give him a press pass.
Go buy it.
All right.
All the Sega execs listening, send it over.
Yeah. More likely, if they did, I would play Warhammer 40K instead. But no. But I'm kind of excited for this one. There's a lot of cool bonus characters in it. It's kind of crazy. Like there's a lot of like, geez,
SpongeBob, Ninja Turtles, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. They announced Ninja Turtles in this one too? The heck?
Yeah.
It's the Paramount connection.
Right, the Paramount. So yeah, SpongeBob, Turtles, Avatar.
That's
so does that mean that we tied into Lord of the Rings, since I think the person that plays Samwise versus like Michelangelo? So I think technically we tied into that. So if anybody wants to complain about being off topic, we tied into that, into the Ralph Bakshi verse. So
I don't know. Right. So when does this? Oh, right. God, so much racing cross world news. Right. There was another crosstalk. We're back with Sonic and Tails. we get to see more footage. We see Sage in all her glory. They mentioned somewhere that you can choose between angry red Sage and not as angry blue Sage. So be happy with that. Oh, and there's another open network test happening for the game. But instead of it just being on the PS5, which is what it was last time, it's I believe it's meant to be across multiple platforms. Correct?
I hope this test passes, because when they did this on Sonic Rumble, they evidently failed and postponed the game indefinitely.
Sonic Rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll remember Sega bought Rovio a year or two back.
Oh.
And then they put him on making this Fall Guys knockoff called Sonic Rumble.
Oh.
And then it almost came out, and then at the last moment they said, we're delaying this. It'll come out soon. Bye.
Okay then. But yeah, no, I definitely would be able to. I'd be down to try that out. Do you have to like pre-order the game, or is it like you have to like it's like free to do that?
Oh, the
network test.
Network test. Yeah,
I think it is just. It is a cross network stream. PS5, the Xbox consoles, Switch, and Steam. And I'm pretty sure, because the last one you didn't have to pre-order or buy it. So I feel like it is just, here you go, there's going to be a couple things ready to go, play it, and then it will stop working. And we hope you enjoy the fact it stops working.
Yeah, no, that's kind of interesting. I'll give it a shot, and I'll talk about it on SHIRO. I'd be down to, as long as it's not anywhere inconvenient. Yeah, that might be inconvenient, actually. Never mind. That's happening the weekend I am moving.
Oh, well.
So maybe I can squeeze it into the second, right? So I can take that Monday off and be like, hey, girlfriend, I'm gonna go and hey, girlfriend,
I got a date with Sonic.
Hey, I'm gonna go play some Sonic instead of moving my crap and putting it away. So have fun with whatever you're doing. So
she'll say, I knew I shouldn't have let you go on that podcast.
Exactly.
Right.
Bo ruined me.
Network test. Woo!
Open.
But it looks like there's some places you can't play it in. Estonia, sorry.
Iraq, sorry. North Korea, sorry. I know you guys are big Sonic fans. I know Rouge the Bad is pretty hot over there, so sorry about that. North Korean fans.
Right. But yeah, so we got, so it's going from the 28th to the 1st. Monday, September 1st, 9 p.m. Ooh. That's PST.
I like that said Russia occupied Ukraine. So it's like, it's not, you're in the war zone, we can let you play it, but if you're occupied, we can't. Sorry, that just threw me through a loop there. It's pretty funny.
Sorry to the Donetsk Sonic fans. We'll get you next time, guys.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's funny.
We'll see how that goes. So hey, US, UK, Japan, we'll all sit down. We'll play it together. We'll play it for 2 days, and we'll decide if we want it. I guess that's all. That's all the racing
that's all
news.
The crossworlds I can take.
Yeah, I can't handle much more, and we've got another month of it. But
we should go more into SpongeBob.
All right, that wasn't the only big story. I think the other story that snuck out. Bo, you remember Sonic Mania?
Do I remember it? Of course, I remember it.
Oh, yeah? Okay. And then you remember after Sonic Mania, a bunch of the development team, they went off. They became Evening Star. Everyone was like, whoa, I wonder what they're going to make. And then
they're going to capitalize on the success of Sonic Mania and make a yo-yo game.
Yes, Penny's Big Breakaway. So it was like, oh, wait, what happened? Why wasn't there... Now, we had reports that, when Superstars came out, that they had briefly worked with Sega to do a follow-up, but it never happened. Well, this past week, Christian Whitehead, because it was the 8th anniversary of Sonic Mania, he went, hey,
jeez, please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me
Sonic
that. I played that at E3 when that first announced that. That was nuts.
Yeah, so he said, hey, it is now the 8th anniversary of Mania, so time to dig up some Sonic trivia. This year, it's Kanga Klanga, a.k.a. the Kangas. This lovable Robo-Roo originally lived in the outback but now entertains us all in Pinball Carnival Zone. And with that, there were 3 screenshots, a picture of the model as the enemy appears in Superstars, but then 2 screenshots of a 2.5D prototype Sonic game made by Evening Star with a level that was just just referred to as the Outback. And then pretty soon after, T-Lopes went, hey, you want to hear the music to this level? Here it is, and put it on his socials, including YouTube, but it's gone private on YouTube since for reasons.
Was that backed up at least?
Yeah, it's out there.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, but so we finally got to see what they were working on between being put together after Mania and coming out with Penny. Bo, did your heart break?
I am, of course, disappointed that we didn't get the Sonic Mania 2 from Evening Star. I am a little puzzled about what it is this screenshot shows, because we've heard through things that people have said and maybe some rumors and writings on the walls that there was a prototype, but the one shown here looks quite a bit like Superstars, right? Like Sonic model resembles his Superstars model. And what I heard was that whatever was almost Mania 2 looked quite a bit different. So where are we in the development timeline?
Is it going to be that art style? That actually looks kind of cool.
It does look cool. I agree. I did like the look of Superstars, but to me it felt a little safe. I would have rather had another Zag, like a Sonic Adventure redesign or hand-drawn animation.
Even the HUD is a bit more interesting in this one shot than in Superstars. I can be pretty blasé about Superstars, unfortunately. Sonic. I've seen some people be like, oh, I don't know if this would have looked good or whatever. I think, one, this is a prototype. 2, we don't see it in motion, but I would have loved to see a game that leans more, that does kind of lean into the more surrealistic visuals of what Sonic can be. Sonic is surreal, but he's also realistic because the character was inspired by the 3D animations of the late 80s and early 90s, which is something desperately trying to look realistic, but is surreal because that's just what the technology was at the time. You couldn't do what you can do now. So Sonic has always kind of traveled that line, and I would have liked to seen it. Like, okay, so this is 2.5D. I guess those are models. Like, that's meant to be a model of Sonic, a model of the enemy. That makes sense. That's what 2.5D is. Otherwise, it'd be 2D.
Could have a digitized thing like a Mortal Kombat, or
I like an anime style would be kind of cool, like the Sonic Boom thing, or like maybe the Sonic movie.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool, like a stylistic like that.
We really need that. The closest we've got is Sonic Shuffle, unfortunately.
That's
Sonic.
Unfortunately.
Yes. This definitely isn't cell shaded or anything. But also this is just one level. I'm sure there would have been a lot of levels and they all would have had a unique look. So even if you didn't like the Outback, there probably would have been something else to your taste. And I don't know. I wish this is what we had gotten instead of Superstars. I think I
would like somebody to leak this prototype to me, or all of the builds of all of the prototypes. But it's also kind of curious. Okay, Evening Star designed this enemy and then gave it to Sega to use in Superstars, or maybe Sega designed it and gave it to Evening Star and then reused it in.
Or just took it, just be like, well, it's our property, so we can do what we want with it. So we're taking those things, putting in Superstars, have fun.
Yeah, if it is work for hire, like I'm sure. Hal, if Sega went, we're introducing Tierra Bubowski into the next Sonic game, they probably do own everything that STI worked on. So I'm sure it's a similar thing. Like, we're working on a prototype for a follow-up to Mania, but everything is Sonic, so I'm sure Sega's like, oh, well, we don't. You're not Kim Penders. We're going to own all of this, regardless of whether or not.
I was about to say, I was like, maybe they'll do an opposite with Kim Penders. Like, you know what? Maybe you can just keep that.
Yeah, and
you can just keep all that.
Evening Star does have a special thanks credit in Superstars. So,
Well, do you remember like the very first video that came out of Superstars where somebody said like, "Hey, these physics look correct. Like these match the 16-bit games." And I think it was Christian Whitehead who said like, "Yeah, we worked with them to nail it," and they did nail it.
Yeah. So they must have told him something.
They're involved at that level.
Yeah.
They should have just gone on Sonic Retro and figured out the physics from there.
Yeah. So it's an interesting look. There isn't much more to say because it is just a screenshot, and then we can sit here and go, "Oh man, what could it have been?"
The music is good. Love a T-Lopes track.
Yeah.
Leak me the build.
I think it looks good. I think it sounds good. It just makes me want them to go back to working on a Sonic. They did Penny. They made their game. Now, Sega, give them a call.
Give me Sonic now.
Yeah, just let him get another swing at that juicy fruit. Is that the saying?
I think that's got to have sweet gum. It's juicy fruit. You got to have sweet gum.
Right. And also the Outback, because Christian Whitehead is Australian. Maybe he would have been at the end of the level, waving at you.
He's the last boss. He looks like Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, I don't know. There's only so much, unless you got other thoughts, Bo or Patrick.
This is the point in the show where we toss to our friend Barry, who's going to drop an ad in right here. This time, I hope he comes in from the windstorm at Cape Canaveral and made it back in.
Hey listeners of Sonic Weekly, this is Barry from Sega Bits to tell you about a few of our shows. Sega Talk is a bi-weekly show in which my co-host George and I look back on the many games in Sega history. The Swing and Report Show Live is a Sega interview show and the longest-running Sega podcast of all time. Listen to interviews with special guests like former Sega CEO Tom Kalinske, Sonic voice actor Roger Craig Smith, and many more. Watch or listen at youtube.com/SegaBits or search Sega Bits on your podcatcher of choice.
All right. Hey, we are back, and now it's the part of the show where we talk about Sega Saturn stuff. And so we're glad to have Patrick here to be a specialist and an expert on that. So our entree into this is going to be, do you guys know about the video game The Crow: City of Angels for the Saturn and PlayStation?
Unfortunately, yes.
Not a very well reviewed game. Yeah.
I don't think it was a very well reviewed movie either.
No, it was a tough beat for The Crow. I think just the whole time. I'm not super familiar with The Crow.
Yeah, it kind of was just a shot in the dark.
Right. The Crow. Unless you want to talk about the game first before we try to talk about The Crow.
Well, say what you know about The Crow. I want to read to you.
Okay.
The review of The Crow game.
I'm slightly familiar with The Crow. I will admit that I've never seen any of these movies. I did recently watch a YouTube video of a man who carried around a camcorder through the 90s and was filming himself in a movie theater watching Crow City of Angels with a couple ladies he was trying to impress. I don't know how impressed they were. There was also footage of him buying the latest Britney Spears album in like 2001. So he was a tuber before,
man of culture, yeah.
Yeah, before YouTube existed. He was a TikToker before TikTok was a thing. But The Crow,
he did the milk challenge in 1999.
he might have. I can't even remember his name. I'll have to look it up. I subscribed to him on YouTube, but his name escapes me completely. But yes, The Crow was originally a comic book series, and then it was adapted into a movie starring Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee. And I guess that's sort of where the curse of the Lees came in, because Bruce Lee famously died young, and then Brandon Lee also died on set. There was a prop gun. It was meant to have blanks. There weren't blanks. He got shot. He died. He had a death on set. And
man,
so
that's terrible. I'm glad that never happened again.
Right.
Totally not.
No. And then so they had to finish the film basically using whatever footage they had filmed of him, and then use some very early like computer techniques or just body doubles to fill out the rest of the scenes. I think it did successful enough that they were like, oh, we're going to make a sequel, but Brandon Lee he's
Right,
no
the
longer with
actor. We
us, so
lost
we
the
got to find
actor.
somebody else. Yeah, so City of Angels was the sequel, the first of these. I think a lot of them just ended up being direct to video or DVD. And there was also a recent Crow, like a reboot that came out. Was it last year? And no one watched it. But it's basically there's a guy and he dies, but then he comes back to life, and now he has crow powers, and he has to take revenge on his death or something, and also reunite with his girlfriend who thinks he's dead because he did die, but now he's not dead, and he has crow
Classic
powers, but not
90s,
literal crow
classic
powers.
90s.
Yes. In the comics, there's a whole bunch of different protagonists who end up with these powers, but I don't know if any of the movies explore the other crow people. I think it just sticks on this one crow guy, essentially.
Yeah.
But they
Mr.
made a
Crow.
game.
Yeah, that's right. So Edge Magazine said that the animations are so bad that aligning your character with opponents is down to luck. Awful collision detection, repetitive gameplay, and the absence of a two-player mode make Acclaim's license one of the worst Saturn releases to date. And then IGN said, leave this one for the crows.
Whoa.
So the game mags were not having it. I corresponded with the developer a little bit for reasons we'll get into, and he said, boy, these were the longest hours I ever worked in the games industry, and the result was not very good. So even the people who made it don't remember it terribly fondly. But I look at every Saturn game, just somebody needs to.
Right.
And I found an exploitable bug. It's not really a cheat code. It is, these poor sleep deprived developers screwed up. Normally you can go into this game and you hit like continue and you're supposed to put in a password. And the password is supposed to take you to like whatever level you left off on and how much life you had and how many resurrections you have left, but the guy's dead. It's all very confusing. Anyway, if you can construct a password that gives you 0 lives. And if you then lose a life, the game says, okay, well, 0 minus 1, that is 65,536.
Whoa.
And so
The classic
after that,
32-bit integer. Classic. Classic.
so with one of these passwords, you can play the game with effectively unlimited lives. As difficult as it is with the collision and such, I don't think you need 65,000 attempts to get through it. Except on the very last level, like they give you what's supposed to be like a little bonus, like, okay, you made it through the game, you're on level 11, you're about to find the final boss. We're going to give you a full set of lives again. We're going to give you back up to 3. So if you do this bug exploit, you play through with 65,000, you get up to the last level, and now you're down to 3. So you've got easy mode all the way up to the last level, and then you're back to where you were.
Wow.
Can you just put the code in after you get to the last level?
I don't think it works. No.
Wait, so what happens like if you get there and you have like 5 lives?
You don't get lives.
There are no lives, and you don't get more
lose
lives.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like Mario X3, and you're just stuck there.
Right.
It goes down,
Yep.
and wow, that seems very strange. Like,
It should throw you a bone. I agree.
Yeah, like you think there would be a room that says like extra life, and you're like, yum.
Or if you like eat enough crow, I don't understand the lore in this
Right.
game.
Eat a crow and it
did
gives you another life.
Right. What did you
Like Ozzy Osbourne.
What did you absorb about the plot of City of Angels? I mean, Crow City of Angels, not the movie City of Angels. The movie City of Angels stars Nicolas Cage. Was it Nicole Kidman? It had that soundtrack with the Goo Goo Doll song Iris, but that's not Crow City of Angels.
Isn't there an Avenged Sevenfold album called City of Angels too?
Maybe.
I think there is.
Isn't Los Angeles the City of Angels? Is that why those movies are called City of Angels? Do they both take place in LA? I don't know.
I think
It's
they
all
actually do.
coming together.
Whoa.
That does make sense, actually.
To be
Right.
fair, though, LA looks that bad in real life compared, like the game. So they did a good recreation of LA.
So
Yeah, from what I could tell from the bit of the game I played, is you got to beat up a lot of guys and then fight some demons, and that was about as far as I got. So that trick though, where you exploit the password system to get a bunch of lives. That works on the Saturn and the PlayStation version of the game. But then on the PlayStation version, there's even more. So for a long time, your cheat sites and your tips and tricks magazines and stuff, they've had special passwords for the PlayStation version that do like weird, like big head mode or something weird like that.
Oh man, love a big head mode.
But I found one that never got printed anywhere, and it's an alternate set of credits put in by the developers. And so you put it in, and it says, "Hey, you found it. We'd like to thank the inventors of pizza and beer." And then they go on to thank a bunch of celebrities like Ashley Olsen and Elizabeth Taylor, and just a weird collection of.
I guess they knew she was going to hit it big with Avengers soon.
I thought that was one of the twins, but
that's
I don't
Elizabeth
even know.
Olsen. That's the other.
Oh, it's Elizabeth. Sorry,
Elizabeth Taylor. She was
They had the right family.
Right. Elizabeth Olsen. I can't say her name. Elizabeth Olsen. At this point, I don't think did anything. Like she was, like her sisters were famous, but she just coasted and was able to exist normally until she became an adult and was like, I guess I'll also be an actress. And then she became Scarlet Witch. But
there you go.
Fair enough. Oh, was Ashley one of the twins?
Yeah, Mary Kate and Ashley. Those were the.
Oh, okay.
Right. Because that was right in our wheelhouse. Like, watched a lot of Full House growing up. They're like the same age as me. So it was one of those things where being an awkward teen, having a celebrity crush. Who am I crushing on at the time? I guess it was Mary Kate and Ashley. In fact, first day of college, I had with me a Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen calendar that I hung up on the wall, much to the amusement of my roommate, who I guess was like, "Yeah, they're hot," and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess they sure are. This isn't weird."
It's like they're the same age as me, though. It's not weird anymore, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, right. So it's like, oh yeah, I had a crush on them growing up, but also like when people said, "Oh, I have a crush on Mary Kate and Ashley," are you having a crush on them as a unit? I guess it's not something I ever really thought about, because having a crush on a celebrity doesn't really mean much. You're just like, yeah, they're in a thing. Because also it's not like I sat there and watched all of their. I wasn't like, I'm gonna stand in line and watch New York Minute or whatever that movie was that they made, like the day it comes out.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could be worse. It could be video game crushes. I know when I saw Rouge the Bat, it's like there was all
a lot of that going on in the Sonic world. So it's to wrap this up. I found these alternate credits and I sent them over to the developer, whom I know because I found an alternate set of credits he put in a different game, Phoenix 3 on the 3DO.
Whoa!
Several months ago, and so he pulled the same trick. He's working long nights in the office, and he wants to sneak some jokes into his game, and he sure did it both times. And that's when he told me, like, "Oh man, terrible project. The result wasn't particularly good."
So how did you reach out to him? Did you just like get him on LinkedIn or something like that? Or?
Got him on LinkedIn, yeah.
Wow.
Classic. I think Dan did the same thing for one of the people that said that somebody did an interview with them and they thought somebody died, like the founder of Sega. Turned out he didn't. Turned out she was misquoted.
Huh.
So Dan with the journalism.
Or maybe they came back to life. They got crow powers.
I made a Thriller joke.
Right, which also ties into Sonic and Sega. It ties into
exactly.
All of it. That's right.
Exactly. My favorite soundtrack to Sonic 3. I guess next to Sonic Adventure, of course. But
so many Michael Jackson crossovers with Sega. It's even.
That's right.
There's still more we're finding out about. It's nuts. Like that one Sega ride.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking of Space Channel 5 myself, but then of course there's
that
the Genesis game and Sonic 3.
Sonic 3.
Classic.
Of course, the Moonwalkers. Genesis and arcade.
Sonic shoes, yeah. Boots, rather.
If Michael Jackson was still alive, do you think they'd put him in a Sega game now?
Yes.
No hesitation.
I know they would, because they'd find some way to do it. Like, there'd either be a Michael Jackson game, or like maybe he'd want to do something. Like maybe like a guest racer. Like he'd be like he might have been an All-Star Racing Transformed.
Oh man.
instead of that one scammy podcast.
I don't know why is her name escaping
Danica
me?
Patrick.
Yeah. No.
No, not
Danica
Danica Patrick, the other people that were like they scammed people or something.
Oh, Yogscast?
The podcast
Talking about
one. Yeah.
Are they scam? I don't know much about Yogscast. I just know
Oh.
that one of them was in there and it was a charity thing. Danica Patrick is
yeah.
right. She was the racer. She has a podcast now, so I didn't know if you were like, oh yeah, I really
she's
hate
a
her
bit of a
podcast.
wackadoodle.
She,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
she.
I haven't
she's
paid attention to her since NASCAR, so.
Right. She has many varied interests. I think is the.
I think she like legitimately believes in the crow. Like,
she might believe in the crow.
Real.
I mean, maybe
She's best
she
friends.
did. She ever get in a NASCAR accident? Did she become the crow at one point? Should
No,
I
you're
look
thinking
up
of
the
Dale
list of
Earnhardt.
all? Of oh, so Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just Dale Earnhardt who got crow powers and had to pretend to be his son.
Yeah. I mean, you've
Okay.
never seen them together, so all I'm saying is that that might be Dale Earnhardt as the crow.
Right. I don't know what the crow powers are. So in the game, what do you do? What are your superpowers?
You just punch people, basically.
Yeah, you're
there's
just
gotta be
you're
more
just
to
being
it than
badass
that.
and edgy.
You pick up a knife. You pick up like a broken glass bottle.
Right. Are the superpowers just you're back from the dead?
I think that's like mainly it.
Yeah,
It's a beat 'em
Let's
up
go.
if you can like align yourself correctly to hit the guys.
you kind of suck in that game too.
Well, go into Wikipedia, Crow Comics, James O'Barr, that's the creator. The titular character is an undead vigilante, brought back to life by a supernatural crow. Oh, so it's an actual crow who brings him back and gives him crow powers.
I think he can
Is it like a
talk with any
If-
corvids,
yeah.
like anything in that genus.
Okay, so in the comics, enhanced strength, speed, and agility, cat-like reflexes, which I guess would also be enhanced agility, heightened senses, resistance to injury or pain, I guess because you're dead, psychometry. What is that?
I think that means he can like give somebody an IQ test like really well.
Oh,
he gives them
extrasensory. The ability to
Gives you the
glean
personality
accurate
test.
knowledge.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I couldn't remember the name of it.
The personality inventory.
Right. Tactile empathy and telepathy. Ooh, so you can make people empathetic.
Oh,
You can
Nice.
see through the eyes of the crow, so you can see through a crow, and you are
Game of Thrones
also
did it better.
you are able to turn into a crow.
oh,
So you
Nice.
can become a crow. Your crow powers also involve being a crow. God,
So you become a Sonic Fursona then, right? Or Sonic Zona? Is that what it's called?
are there any crows in the Sonic world? There's the hawks, but are there
there are
crows?
some right. There's birds. Albatross.
Wave the
swallow.
swallow.
Closest I know
Yeah.
is what's her name? The purple one?
There's some
Swallow,
owls.
whatever.
Yeah,
Wave, right?
waves the swallow.
Wave. Yeah.
God, is there a crow? Like you would think in Archie there was some crow.
There's the Soar the Eagle, the news anchor in Sonic Boom.
Okay, I'm gonna just search the word crow.
Maybe
the
he
wiki.
turns to a Tobikishi crow.
Okay, and let's see if any crows pop up.
There's got to be some crow somewhere.
There's was a Tobikoshi crow, it looks like.
Toby Koshi, yeah, whatever you said. Toby Koshi Crow. An enemy that appears exclusively in Tails Sky Patrol.
Oh,
So-
wow. If that's past the first level, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
That game is hard.
Right. What level is this? Is this at?
What game even is that? What is that on? Is that a Game
It's
Gear
a
one?
Japanese exclusive Game Gear game, which I
Sweet.
think was originally supposed to be a Mickey Mouse IP, and they repurposed it when they
Yeah.
couldn't get the license locked down.
Full circle, baby.
Make this a Tails game.
So it went through a journey and then it became a Sonic game.
My 7-year-old son saw it on it's on Adventure DX. I think you can unlock it. He's like, "Oh, I want to try this one," and boy, this is not fun at all. Let's try a different one.
Right. It is the lesser of the two Tails games that were on the Game Gear. You had Tails Adventures, which is what
I don't think it's as good as the Tails Pico game.
I never played that one. I'll have to play it and let you guys know.
So you had a Pico, but you didn't have the Tails game on the Pico. Did you only have Richard Busy? I mean, Richard Scary and
Richard
Busy Town?
Scary, Busy Town. I think I had Magic School Bus too.
Oh.
I think that was it though.
The kids today still have Magic School Bus. They know Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, I love that. I love those games.
They know Arnold.
Seatbelts, everyone.
Right. It says that Crow was in the first area of Tail Sky Patrol in Rail Canyon.
Oh, wait, it's called Rail Canyon? Did they reuse that name elsewhere?
Oh, Rail Canyon is the first main level. There's the training area.
Okay.
So is it just
That's the one I haven't gotten out of.
One day we got to sit down and just play Tail Sky Patrol. We're going to get to the end. We're going to have a good time.
I'll go whip up my Game Gear and we'll play some.
Yeah, send us a video of yourselves playing Tail Sky Patrol. Whoever gets the farthest on your first life, they win the contest.
Right. Man.
What's the... I don't know what the prize is.
You'll send them a copy of Tails for the Sega Pico.
Oh, better check eBay prices on that before we commit to it. But I'll let you pick the next bad game I do an article about.
Yeah. Me?
Oh, whoever wins the contest, but you can pick too. What do you want?
I don't know. You pretty much covered everything I was going to cover. You did Ray Earth, right?
Did Ray Earth, yeah.
You did VR. Did you do Virtual On yet?
Oh man, Virtual On's like my white whale. It's like so hard to analyze. It's like arcade ported to the Saturn, and like a lot of times like the Japanese programmers will still use like English file names and stuff, so you kind of have an idea of like where you are, but not in Virtual On. There's like nothing to go on.
Gotcha. Also, I found Tails. It's a protector. I thought it was the game itself for $15. Never mind. It's $500. Not a big deal.
Ooh.
We can use the budget for that, I guess.
We're gonna crowdfund Tails in the Music Maker, the Sega Pico.
It's like the only game that's worth anything on the Pico. Everything else is like $5.
Huh.
Is there another Sonic thing on the Pico, or is it just Tails and the Music Maker? I feel like there's at least one other thing.
Sonic the Hedgehog Games World, is that what it's called? And then
Tails, Games World, that's it.
Yeah. Games World and Music Maker. Those are the two Sonic ones, and then I feel like I heard once upon a time that there was a third Sonic game, that maybe they were going Sonic related game for the Pico that just never happened. I don't know where I heard that. I might have just made that up. I might be misremembering. Don't take that as any sort of fact. The fourth Crow film, Wicked Prayer, did have a one week theatrical premiere.
Oh, so for the Oscars, so they could qualify.
At the AMC Pacific Place Theater in Seattle, Washington, before being released to video on July 19th, 2005. Wow.
Cool.
Right. And so the third film was direct to video. And there was a show called The Crow Stairway to Heaven. I'm just fascinated by the Crow right now. Iggy Pop is in the sequel? Okay.
All right. That's probably the second best thing he's been in since Deep Space Nine.
Right, so many. Are there any angels in that game? I know we keep on going back to the Crow. Would you want the Crow to show up in Crossworlds?
I think at this point, yes, we need the.
I mean, you got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and SpongeBob. Why not the Crow at this point?
I mean, if they wanted to go wild, they would have many different iterations of the Ninja Turtles. I think it's just the Mutant Mayhem version is what we're expecting in the game. They haven't shown any footage of it, but
is there a Ninja Turtles kart racer? There may not be. I don't think there
is. There's a Nickelodeon one I think they're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds right. Yeah, they were in a kart racer. Which version was that though? Which version of the Turtles? Was it the
That seems like a layup though of like, why not have all the versions of the Turtles in a kart racer?
It's a lot of turtles. The turtle video games are generally pretty good. At least
okay.
Yeah.
There are some good ones, but there's some more crap in there. My older son and I were playing the Cowabunga collection, and it's like, okay, the arcade games are great. Then the fighting games are like really quite bad.
Oh, the Tournament Fighters? Those ones are legit.
Yeah.
That's how you separate yourself from Boys the Men, is doing that. Playing Turtles Tournament Fighter on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's also the era where like they have the same name, but they're like totally different games across the systems.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Right, because one has Karai in it, and one, I forget what the differences are. I just remember one of them has Karai in it, who wasn't in any of the shows at that point. It was still a comic exclusive character, and the Triceratons were in those games, which must have also confused people if you were just like, I watched the cartoon. All the other games are based on the cartoon. Then suddenly you're just throwing in comic book concepts.
The most fun we had with it is the Cowabunga Collection Rewind thing, where, well, that part wasn't very fun, but let's replay it backwards
Okay.
quickly. That's funny.
Yeah.
I think I did the same thing with Tekken, the Tekken collection. And then we just kept rewinding it every time someone's about to win. We just rewind it and be like, nope.
Hey, and now we're getting the Pabsy collection.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited about... See, when they announced the Pabsy, the Perfect Collection, the first time, they didn't... there was no mention of Fractured Furry Tales, which is, of course, the Sonic CD of Pabsy. So it was released on the Jaguar CD. And it was like, oh, are we really leaving out the lost, the other Pabsy? People, because there was the twofer that came out a few years ago, which I think was just the Super Nintendo versions of Pabsy 1 and 2, which it's like, as a Sega person, to me, true Pabsy is on the Genesis. But this one, you get them all. You get them all. You're getting Fractured Furry Tales. You're getting the Game Boy version of Pabsy 2, Super Nintendo and Genesis, the Japanese version of original Pabsy. And, I mean, there's 3D, of course, and they're throwing in the animated pilot, the Thanksgiving special, because it aired on Thanksgiving. Very important to your Thanksgiving life. I hope you watch it every Thanksgiving. And we're getting Pabsy 4D. And Pabsy, I think they're trying to make Pabsy sexy in this new game. His shirt's
They give him
open.
cake?
What?
They give him cake?
Well, because usually he wears the shirt with the exclamation point on the front, and he's like, but his voice is deeper, and he's just wearing like a button-up shirt that's unbuttoned, so you see like the tuft of hair on his chest, and he's like, hey, look at me.
You know what? Wake me up when they make a Cool Spot collection.
Free money, hey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Game publishers, listen up. And by free, I mean like not actually free. You have to collect it and everything.
Right, you have to license the 7-Up.
This is just make it 6-Up.
I would refuse to buy a Cool Spot collection if it didn't say 7-Up anywhere in it. I'm sorry.
Fair.
I think they should bring back the Make 7-Up Yours guy to promote it.
Sell like a case of 7-Up with it.
Pick it up at the grocery store. Yeah.
Was there anything else we wanted to touch on? Because we have hit the hour mark.
You're right. It is about time to wrap it up. Patrick, tell the people where can they find your stuff.
You can find us at SegaSaturnSHIRO.com. You can find us on Twitter, X or Twitter. I just call it Twitters because I don't want to call it X. Blue Sky, let's play Sega Saturn. And you can find me personally on X or Blue Sky as TraynoCo, TraynoCo. And you could see me post pointless stuff once in a while when I feel like doing it, because I have not been posting anywhere for quite a bit. Or go on Discord for Shiro and talk with us there. But if you want like everything, just all like the ways to get us, just go to SegaSaturnShiro.com. And yeah, that's where we're at.
Tune into this Shiro show every Friday and
exactly
see it live.
Whoa.
See it live. Hang out.
I listen as much as I can. It is happening right as I'm leaving work, but on that 5-minute commute I have, I hear the greetings and then I have to tune out and listen to the rest later.
Fair enough. I see you popping once in a while saying hi, so that's always cool to see you in there and see me butcher your article and talk about it and mistakenly say something. No, I try my best to talk about your articles. I really like them a lot, and I try to get into nitty gritty, but apparently everyone's not ready for that yet.
Well, I hope they're ready for the ending music for this show, which is now playing for David to take us out.
That's right. I hear it. It always shows up when you least expect it at the end of the episode.
We telegraphed that pretty well, I think.
Right. No, I don't. I'm always taken aback. I'm like, what? What do you mean it's the end? But it's true. We have reached the end of another episode of Sonic Weekly. That band is just sneaking up over the fence, and they've crawled into your backyard, and they've set up shop, and they're going to town because it's nighttime. We always start at noon and we end at 8 p.m.
Exactly, as the good Lord intended.
Yeah, there's always 7 hours on the cutting room floor. You don't want to hear it. But hey, if you've enjoyed what you've heard so far and have yet to do so, you can subscribe to this podcast using your podcatcher of choice, be it Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or for the Android faithful, Podcast Addict. In any of those apps and more, you can write a review. You can give us a favorite, a rating, whatever they do. I don't know. Give us a rating and review. That's the way to say it. Let us, do it. Let the word fly out there. But if you reject all podcatchers, which I don't blame you if you do, we're over also on YouTube at Sonic-Weekly. You can like, comment, subscribe, and our voices are joined, as always, by video game footage recorded by friend of the show, Jack of Old Games. Hey, if you want to reach out to the show, SonicWeeklyPodcast@gmail.com. That is the email address. It hasn't changed. It is solid in amber. Look, it's like Jurassic Park where there's the mosquito.
Amber is the color of your energy, is what I say.
All right, and you
Yeah.
and you would
311 episode win.
All right. Drop us a line. We have a mailbag section that we do. We want to, and just tell us what you think, what you want us to talk about. We're always taking suggestions. And the email address is the only way to get the link to our Discord server. Ask it. We'll send it to you. And you can talk to some like-minded Sonic the Hedgehog fans about many things up to and including Sonic T. Hedgehog. If you're able to, we are also on Ko-fi. Ko-fi. We have a tip jar, throw something in there, or for $5 a month, you can become one of our executive producers, just like PigDan, Pabsy, Sonikku, SavingThrows, Belgarion, Alt-Synth, Rat Liker 63, and Dr. Hate PhD. It's to help offset the costs of hosting and production, but if you're not able to, that's fine. We just enjoy that you're here, and hey, tell your buddies. They're all welcome. Gotta thank Smoovies for the edit. Thank you. He makes sure that you don't hear all of my ums and ahs, and when I can't talk because I haven't been drinking water while we're doing this, and then I forget, and I'm like, I don't, and when I forget everyone's name, including my own. Thank you once again, Patrick, for being on the show.
Anytime. I'm glad to be here and talking with y'all.
I know he's not here, but I'm going to thank Grant because he's still babying up, and I bet he's listening to this. And when he hears his name, he'll have a chuckle. He'll have a gallop, and then he'll go back to babying.
Gallop?
Yeah, why not? Isn't that what you do? Like, you get a baby, and you get on a horse, or maybe you are the horse, and so you are galloping, holding the baby. You're a centaur.
Okay, I thought you said galloping for a moment. We got it. Thank you, listener. We'll catch you next week.